if you're watching yesterday's video, we didn't even know that we were gonna, even look at rentals. And here we are the next day, starting to pack up to move.
Okay.
Hello, welcome to another day at the Knorps. This morning we got word that this will be our house for the next year. So tried to look last night, but it was locked. Couldn't look at it, but we got it. And do you want to close the door on that car? We're gonna take the kids in.
What? Okay. There we go. Okay, here we go. Andrew didn't come because he already saw it. This is it. I need to go grab the tape measure real quick.
Yeah, it is a good D&D room.
And we're right next to the bathroom.
Yeah, we'll probably want to use it for other things too, because it'll be wasting a space if you don't. 'Cause you don't play D&D all the time. Yeah, so this is the dining room where we'll put our big table. But then we'll get a smaller table to go right here so we can eat at. And then the kitchen is nice. I didn't look. A dishwasher.
There's a couple things I feel like we didn't look at real closely last time.
Yeah, that's a good pantry. Catch up.
Okay.
And let's go look at your bedrooms. Now we know how loud it'll be living here.
I wonder if the cats will jump off the balcony.
No.
That's my question.
No, of course not. Yeah, there's a closet there. Yeah. This is Mom and Dad's room. Yeah.
This is as big as our living room.
And the closet's about as big as our bedroom.
Oh, that's a closet. I saw it.
I mean, in our house for the last 8 months has made everything pretty incredible. Everything else. Okay, there's the kids' bathroom. What's cool is this is the girls' bedroom, which is really big, and your bed can go right there, then you'll have a lot of floor space. And you have a walk-in closet. So a ton of floor space once this bed is here. And then when you guys are lucky, when you take a shower, you can actually in your towel, you don't have to go out into the regular hallway. Here's the laundry room, which is nice. So we have one and we have to go outside. And then I think we'll put Jude and Andrew and Peter and Asher.
Nice.
Peter and Asher's.
I could walk it.
You can walk into it. So you guys will have to decide if you want it to be a bunk bed. You'll have more floor space.
Bunk bed.
But if you don't want a bunk bed, you'll have less floor space.
Bunk bed.
Do I need to go over that again?
Wait, me and
I think you'll probably want to so that you have more floor space. Because if you put your 2 beds here, you won't really have room for anything else. I don't know.
Here, Mom, I don't want a bunk bed.
Probably Andrew. I don't know
I don't
that.
have a bunk bed. No, Asher, you don't want a bunk
Here,
bed.
if you put 2 beds in here,
Yeah.
because yours is the same exact size, you don't have much floor space. I mean, your beds are going to end about right here. So you'll just have this and then in between the 2 beds.
I think that we should just do a bunk bed.
Then you can have a desk and bookshelves and
Peter wants the top of the bed.
Your room's right there, Evie. Yeah. So, what'd you find out? Oh, you measuring tape, man? Oh, okay. See ya. Where'd Dad go?
Whoa, this could be a fun spot that we store stuff in.
Oh, you're right. There's a lot of space right there. That's fun. Hey, did you measure yet?
No, I haven't. I'm just kind of looking.
We'll get that Costco light in here and maybe get another one.
Yeah, you need to. The question is where you're plugging in.
Where's the plug?
Closest outlet's where the garage doors are plugged in.
Oh, we could figure that out.
But you need more light
Yeah.
to do anything there.
So we'll put our TV somehow right here.
The dining room is a little far from the kitchen, which is, I guess that's the way it goes. We should measure this room, huh?
Yeah, how long is the table now? 8.5?
Peter, I am
So go to 8.5?
8.5 is right. Isn't it longer than that?
No, you cut off 1.5 feet.
Width? That's 4 feet.
It's gonna take the whole room. And then,
That table always does.
yeah, that's fine. It is what it is. Let's measure this wall though. That's what I'm really curious about. This will be the library room. And we hope that we can fit our little fireplace thing in here. How long is the fireplace thing?
120, yeah, you can fit that there. It's
Perfect.
122 inches, and that's 140.
Wait, so this is what
So we'll even have some room to spare.
That's 122 right there.
Awesome, because then you could put another bookshelf right here.
Yeah, so we could.
This is about the size of the living room right here?
Well, the fireplace thing is gonna go right here. So,
I think so, right?
yeah, it'll go right there. And then we'll.
I'll have to figure out how to cut it out so that it fits against.
Okay, so we had some lunch, had a little business meeting, and then we ran over to the Restore because
that's what we do.
well, yes, but
Right,
we are looking now. We have a breakfast nook and a dining room, and our final house is going to have that too. And so, which is really nice. A lot of the things in this spaces in this rental are the same spaces we'll have in the other house, and it doesn't always work out that way. And they're relatively the same size, and so I'm not having to buy anything that I am not going to want. Look at that huge stainless steel sink. That's pretty awesome.
Got a middle thing too.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. And so we came to look for a little kitchen nook table because they always have a lot at the thrift store, and they had some cute ones. Nothing perfect though. And when it comes to kitchen tables, there's a million for sale, so you really can wait until you find something you'll really like. But when we were walking through, they had a really nice, pretty much new looking sofa, and we sat down on it, and it was so comfortable. And it was only $115. And you guys, sofas are not cheap. And it was a great color, and we needed it. We've been using our velvet yellow sofa in our living room at this house because I love that sofa. But it's not a movie watching sofa. It's got a wood trim on the back, so people are always hitting their head and stuff. I love the sofa. I want to put it in our library room, so I didn't want to get rid of it. But this will be way better for the living room, and it'll go with our slip-covered sofa perfectly. So that was really happy find. Mike took out the seats in the van. We're here to pick it up, and I'll show it to you. We're not going to put it in our current house because there's no reason to move the yellow sofa out, move this one in, and then in 10 days move them both out. So we're just sad because it's really comfortable and I like it, but it's just going to go right into our storage facility, our workshop, and then we'll just be able to move it over in 10 days because we can move in 10 days, which is crazy. If you're watching yesterday's video, we didn't even know that we were going to even look at rentals, and here we are the next day starting to pack up to move. Also, if you haven't noticed, I'm super distracted because I'm sitting here looking at all of their things that are for sale in their outdoor space, and I'm like, oh man, that's a good sink, and so I keep looking past the camera like, oh, there's some cute lights.
I don't know if it'll fit on its feet or if it'll fit on its back. Dang it, it's kind of dirty. Think about
that's true.
Let's try to put on its feet and we'll see what happens. I can jump up here and you want to hand it to me, then I can kind of walk it in. Yeah. You got it? Let's see how we do. I can probably, actually, let's pick it up a little bit higher. We can straddle that. Oh, there we go.
Almost.
Oh.
You might have to meet.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. If you can pull it out just a little bit, I'm gonna push this seat forward, and then I'm gonna kind of unhook it. Then I can scoot it forward, and we should be able to make it fit. Perfect. Oh, there we go.
Yay! Do the fabric.
Woo.
Yay!
Oh, you're right. This is the whoops, oh, do they make this? Wait, let's just move that because it could get caught on those. Okay, lift with your legs.
I got some strong uns.
You gotta fire those glutes. You know what I'm saying?
Mine just smells like bar soap. What does your arm smell like?
Yeah, I think maybe somebody cleaned it. What should you do? Just,
Let's see.
oh look, this is like a.
Oh, it's so comfortable.
Don't get your feet on there.
I didn't get my feet on it.
Yes, you did. I just saw you.
I did not. I want to get this.
What is this? Well, this is that weird like.
This is really comfortable.
This is really comfortable.
I think Belly like this.
Wow. There we go. Perfect.
As long as the sheet's not so dirty. Okay.
Okay, now gotta put those seats.
And now I'm just looking at all of our furniture and wondering where it's gonna go, if it's gonna be able to, if we're gonna use it in this house or wait till the next. This I think the kids will use in that like office space, and I think we'll bring all of their bookshelves over there as well, the kids' books. That will be nice. We'll put them in that room. We'll also put, we have an Xbox or whatever that will go in there. We'll use the rug from our current living room in there. And yeah, and I have this really pretty porch furniture that I nearly sold, like got within millimeters, even like talked with some people who were interested. But I love it, and I'm so glad I didn't sell because I have a porch there that I can put it on. It's nice. I have been so consumed by the house, which I love thinking about things like that. But the hard part is you're making all these decisions for something that's not going to happen for a year. And so you're just like, it's like a weird, like run to stand still sort of feeling. And so it's nice to have something else that I can actually be doing. And what, I don't know if I already said this, but what's really a blessing is that it has the same spaces, so I'm not going to be I don't have to like buy furniture for this house to make it work that I wouldn't need in the next house, you know, and vice versa. So it's fun. I finished this a while ago. I need to get that to someone. Somebody just commissioned me to paint. Somebody bought my floral dresser that I hand painted the flowers all over, and they have these 2 other pieces that they've commissioned me to paint. So I'm excited to do that. And yeah, I'll be doing a lot of shopping from my stuff over here for the next house, so that'll be fun too. Okay, here's the velvet sofa I love, but this is where people hit their head. And then I also got this at the thrift store today. I saw this chandelier there for the last few weeks, and I really liked the look of it. I think it has a very traditional vibe, but also some like sleeker lines that, you know, I really liked it. So I got that at the thrift store. I want to look it up and see how much. I got it for $50. I want to see how much it goes for because it's brand new. While the seats are all out of the van, I thought I would go ahead and check another thrift store to see if they had a table. This store doesn't usually have as many tables, but it's like the secret to being successful in your thrifting is to go often and regularly. Same meaning, huh? So I'm gonna go check that out. Since they're all out, it would be easy to throw in. And then, I got a couple options actually. I'll try the thrift store first. There's that actual like antique mall where people sell things really inexpensively, and I'm sure I could find something there. But they're more expensive than they'd be at the thrift store. Sometimes not, but usually. So let's try the thrift store first. Desk. It's a cool mid-century desk. It's pretty cute. That's still very cute. Look at that. It's cool, original art. I really like this one. That's cute. Classic. Well, I found 3 really cute things there, and I left them because I was like standing in line. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm moving in 10 days. Like, these are really cute little things, but there will be other cute little things. I found stuff I really liked, but I have a lot of stuff that I like. So I didn't find a table, but that's okay. I just was doing it just in case this is close to home that I could throw one in the back right now. I'm confident that I can find something over the next few weeks. Okay, we're getting dinner at this pizza place, and right down the parking lot from it is this antique mall. And I ran in to see if there's this place that always has beautiful antique and vintage rugs, and they had the perfect rug. And they're asking $375 for it, which is, you know, not a horrible price or anything. But I'm gonna go ahead and ask if they can call and see if she'll take, or he or she will take $300 for it. So you can do that at Antique Mall. You can still haggle. Now that I've had a booth, I know that, and I often did get haggled, and I almost always said yes. So let's go see. I didn't show it, but they called the owner of the booth, and he lowered it to $2.99. So
$2.99.
that's really cheap. I've been looking at rugs online, and like new rugs that aren't very soft and aren't actually, you know, or are synthetic materials, or it's just like printed on, are not even that cheap. And this is a beautiful vintage wool rug, a Karastan rug that goes for thousands. Sometimes antique malls, you just get really crazy good deals because maybe they go for that much online, but how do you ship a rug? And so he's got he's got a bunch of rugs, and maybe he thinks the color's not good. I thought it was beautiful. I don't know that I showed it. It's a really beautiful blush with flowers and all in lots of different colors. So I think it's beautiful. It's a traditional rug, which is what I was looking for, and it's 100% wool, so it's really not
what?
It's 100% wool, and it's really soft. So it just was it was an amazing. That's exactly what I was looking for. Exact colors, pattern, everything. So price, I thought it was going to be like twice that if I was lucky. Yeah. So that was like, this is what I want. So I'll go pick it up tomorrow and show you in tomorrow's vlog.
I think we're gonna end our video there. I don't remember what we recorded last. Maybe Megan getting the rug. If you didn't catch it, we got approved for that house that we walked through yesterday for the first time. And it turns out that if we were gonna get it, we had to act when we did, because there was actually a person in front of us that had already applied, but then they kind of didn't respond to them after that. So there were people already going after that house. So I think in order to get something in the market as is right now, you have to act quickly. You can't really sit and wait. So we went ahead and did it. We signed the lease this afternoon, and so we're officially in and moving in about 10 days. So that all happened pretty quickly, but that's kind of how it works with us. Thought the kids were in bed, but I guess not.
No, I was reading.
Oh, you're reading? Okay.
There.
So, also, I'm going to explain this one more time, because there are some people who don't seem to understand that we cannot live in the RV. It's impossible and against the law here for us to live in our backyard. That's actually a law here in our city, that you cannot live in an RV on your property. So that's not possible. And then, as we've said before, the closest RV park to us is a half-hour away. And that would be too far, given that everything we have is here in town. And so we're not willing to, it's just not possible for us to do that. Someone thought maybe we could park it in Weston's driveway. That's impossible as well, for multiple reasons. He doesn't have a big enough driveway, and also it's against the rules in his neighborhood. So the RV is an impossibility all the way around. Did you want to add something to that, Megan?
Oh, it's okay. There's just always people who think
So-
it's not like I twisted your arms at the house.
No, she didn't. We have most of our conversations we have about things we actually have offline, so to speak. We don't have them on camera. And so we actually talked quite a bit, and we discussed all the reasons, and just really went over it and came to the decision together that, and I was a little hesitant, but as we talked about it, we realized that, and Megan was hesitant too. She understands all the reasons why we might not have done it at the time, but realized that we weren't really, when you draw a circle around where we are right now, that house is about as close as you can get, because there really aren't any homes that are in the rental market that are any closer. And also it also happens to fit our family and fit a lot of the needs that we have, which is also unique, because I think Megan alluded to it before. She's been looking at rentals for the past month or more, just kind of watching it. And it isn't very often that things come up that are going to work for us, for the size of our family, that are close or anywhere close to here. In fact, I think that's actually the first one we've seen.
Yeah, it is.
And we didn't even know it existed. We just happened to, it was very,
It was the very first day it was listed.
Suddenly
and
I've got children all over the place. I don't know what's going on here.
somebody else asked one other question. I think there's some confusion about why we're moving. And we had never done this before, and so we thought maybe we could stay in the house or stay but we can't.
But
and,
we can't.
No, the questions are like, why don't you buy that house?
Oh, the rental that we're renting.
Because it's a rental. You can't just go and tell them like, well, I'd like to buy this, and they're like, well, it's not available.
Yeah,
it's a rental.
You can't just tell someone I'm going to buy your house and they say yes.
Well, and there's a lot of reasons. We love where we live. we love it, but we
location.
don't love living with 1.5 bathrooms. We want this to be a home for a long time. We love the location, we love the lot, we love everything about it, and so this is a sacrifice we have to make for a long-term blessing.
And I think it is possible to be grateful for something and that it served your family, but also recognize that long-term it's not the thing that will work for your family. So
Yeah, I mean, it's been really sweet, and we're all gonna, and then also a lot of people didn't understand why we would do all of this.
the work that we did,
It's
again,
because we wanted to.
well, we wanted to, we really had to. And when we moved in here, we didn't really know exactly what the path forward was going to be. And so we just had to go off of what we knew at the time and what we felt like was the right thing to do.
Don't regret any bit
And
of it.
really, the work was great. We learned a lot, and it really didn't cost us that much money. And it made
fun.
it possible for us to live in this house. So there's really no loss of anything.
See, almost like this house was like a practice house, or like a hobby house, or
was
like I
a
got
learning.
to try colors and bold choices and just play. It was a playhouse. It was very fun, and we both learned a lot. Mike had never done any electrical work before this house.
No.
He's done a ton now.
And moved a couple return out air for the AC, or
took out
excuse me, the furnace.
like a weight-bearing wall and put in a beam.
Yeah. So all that stuff was great. It was a good education, and again, it didn't really cost us that much. We
Unschooling
saved.
for us.
That's right. We saved so much money by living here, even if it was for 7 or 8 months, however long it was.
Even including everything we spent.
Right, that's including the money we spent on the renovations. We're not sad about it. I don't think you need to be either. I know that most of you aren't, but I know there have been some people that are concerned. I think some people are concerned that the kids are moving. Let me remind you, this is 5 minutes away. It's actually a 4-minute drive from here. So there will be no loss of friends. They don't have any friends in this neighborhood.
It's an older neighborhood.
When it comes down to it, this is an older neighborhood. There aren't a lot of kids in the neighborhood. So all their friends, which they do hang out with or see on a regular basis, come here or they go to their house. And so none of that will be lost. We're going to the same church congregation. Like, nothing is changing except we're moving 5 minutes away, and it's actually, the house will be much more comfortable for the whole family.
I think most people know all of this.
Yeah, I know. And most of you do. But I guess when you see so many questions and so many people saying they're confused or they don't understand, you want to make it perfectly clear. And maybe they won't watch this video and it won't matter, and they'll catch up. They'll end up watching like the next 2 and still say they're confused. I hope that makes sense to everybody. We're excited. So we're going to start packing tomorrow and do this moving thing. We've moved so many times that we know the drill, and I'm really not worried about it. We're just excited to once again be in a house that fits us a little bit better, and I think everyone will be a little more comfortable. Thanks for coming along. We're excited to bring you guys along on the move and all that stuff. And like, comment, subscribe, hit the little bell button down there if you want to be notified when we post new videos. And we'll see you next time. Bye. Also, I might throw this in here, I'm not sure, but we've had some people also concerned about the company who owns the house and runs that rental operation. Part of the reason why we were open to it is because this company is the same one that Megan's brother Weston, their house, they're renting right now, and they've been very happy with the service they've gotten from them and have had no complaints. So maybe they have regional managers and things like that. Maybe some places it's not so great, but it seems like in our area that they do well. So not too worried about that either.